Welcome back, wonderful teachers. So, you have added all of your students. Your students have logged in the first time, but they don't have anything to write yet. Well, this is the screencast to show you how to add assignments and writing projects to your students. So, you're going to log in as you, and you're going to be taken to your home page or your dashboard. So in the corner where it says Tools, you'll have the drop-down menu of Storywriter, WordWriter, Project Writer. I started with Storywriter, which is where the students, they will read the first chapter of a story and then they'll add to the next chapter. So they'll basically create the next chapter. And then they'll be able to vote on which chapter is the best and between all of their classmates, and then the chapter that gets the most votes, that'll be chapter 2, and then you can move on to chapter 3, so on and so forth. And then by the end, you'll have a class-made book. So to find a starting book, you come over here to New Book, and they have so many different categories. Now here's the guide on which story ranks as which. Now I just started with I'm Not a Real Zombie. So what you can do is you can click it. It'll give you a little preview of what it gives you the whole thing of the chapter. And if you like it, you can click select. If you don't like it, you can click close. So I'm going to click close real quick so you can see that there are many different choices for you. And you can select different stories for different students. You can select one story for the whole class. It is completely up to you. That is where that differentiation comes in, and you can do it to suit your students' needs. So some students may need the basic, some intermediate, some advanced, and then you can go into all kinds of genres, all kinds of levels, and whatnot. So let's just start small. And I'm just going to do I'm Not a Real Zombie, but I play one on TV. So I'm going to go all the way down and select. Now you have to add students that you want to participate in this writing. So this particular story only will do 3 chapters, which is okay. It's a good starting point. So I'm going to add my students. And it does say that you need to add at least 5 students. So any time you start a project, they do have to have 5 students. So I was going to add Matilda. Matilda really loves this one. And then I'm just going to add 5 other random students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And again, you can choose your students based on reading level, interest level, writing level. It does not matter. So, or you could do the whole class. It is up to you, however you want to push this project out. So I'm going to add selected to a project. And then I'm going to come back to this screen, and it'll have my students that I chose. And I'll be able to click next. You can set a word count. You can give in notes. We are not upgraded to Pro, so we can't do a rubric. If you really are into Boomwriter and you want to upgrade to Pro, by all means, use it. And then you can extend a deadline for the writing, so that way it doesn't take the kids forever to complete it. You can issue it as homework, however you want to do it. You can also extend the deadline after it is expired. So that is a safety net. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot that this was due today, you can extend it if your kids need like one more day or something, which is fine. And then you click save and start. And so this is what your dashboard will look like when you click on I'm Not a Real Zombie, but I Play One on TV. And you'll be able to see who has started, who still needs approval, because the kids will be able to send in their submissions. You'll be able to send it back for revisions, and you'll be able to approve. So this will be your data central for who has started, who hasn't, and how everybody's coming along. So if you go back to your homepage, you will see that in your StoryWriter section, right here, the writing, it says it writing ends today because that's what the deadline that I put was for today. It'll be right here. So you'll be able to click this and come back to this screen. So you'll be able to keep track of all of your projects. So that is how to kind of get started, to get your feet wet with StoryWriter. I will create more screencasts and handouts on WordWriter and Project Writer. I just have to play around with it a little bit more. So bear with me. So just stay tuned and I will upload some more on the website. Okay, thanks.